What is up, YouTube? Blue Collar Success here. Today's video is going to be about living below your means and how to retire early when you're in the trades. Now, I'm 27 years old and I'm soon to be 28. And I definitely don't want to be in the trades, in my 60s. It takes a toll on your body. It's not easy. After a while, you get sick of dealing with people. There's so many backstabbers out there. Luckily, I found a place currently where I'm at that's very decent, and we all pretty much get along for the most part, and the pay is good. And yeah, it's in the federal system. So I have the federal pension. I have FERS, whatever you call it. And then you have your TSP or 401k and whatever else investments you have, and then obviously your regular salary. So basically, the key that I have been using is living below my means. Now, this is tough because I see a lot of people my age who are in the trades who drive that really nice truck. And it's tempting, I could afford a nice truck, but do I really need it? I have a 2015 Duramax, just with work truck package. It's almost paid off, and it's tempting to go into more debt to buy a new Denali or something. But, I could use my truck as a trade-in, which I got it quoted out. It's worth about 30 grand right now with the market the way it is. So it's very tempting to just go back into debt and have 30 grand down towards a trade-in on a Denali. But these trucks are so ridiculously expensive nowadays. Is it worth buying an $80,000 truck? Then you have a $50,000 car payment. I don't know. It's tough. It's whatever you want really in your lifestyle, but living below your means will definitely help you. Doesn't mean to never have fun. Doesn't mean to never enjoy life. But it does mean that you should just don't keep up with the Joneses and keep piling on debt just so that you can look the part, And there's some telltale signs, I wrote them down, that you are spending more than you make, that I just have noticed with myself in the past. You don't pay off your credit card balance every month. You just let it, pay the minimum, and then you just keep building that credit card debt. It's not good. You have no backup living expenses. You have no reserve fund. Your mortgage or rent is more than 25% of your take-home pay. You have no savings plan in your budget. You spend a high percentage of your income on non-essentials. Now, it's a lot easier said than done to have all these goals about retirement, and then inflation is out of control right now. It just seems like the housing market's just crazy, the used car market's crazy, everything's just crazy right now. But on the plus side, this should encourage you to tighten up your budget. And some people don't like Dave Ramsey. I agree with some of his stuff, not everything, but it is important to stay out of debt, because once you stay out of debt and then you just have your straight income, besides your normal bills like car insurance, phone bill, whatever. But it's not really realistic for someone my age to be, have my mortgage paid off. I'm renting right now, so that doesn't really apply to me, but it's, hopefully by the time you retire, you'll have your home paid off. My goal retirement age is 57. So that means that I will have over 30 years in the federal system. And I can do a 30 and out where, and hopefully by then I'll have, a supervisor job or some more laid back job. I only want to be where I'm at, in the trade specifically as a pipe fitter plumber for probably 10, 15 years max. And then I want to start looking into supervisory roles, project manager roles, to not only increase my salary, but also to boost my pension, because it's based on a 3-year high, but also so it's easier on my body. Now, management and supervisory roles aren't for everyone, so you got to consider that too. But it's just it's important to plan for retirement because when I was first starting out in the trades in my apprenticeship, I contributed a little bit to my 401k, but I never really thought about it. I was in my early 20s, and I got out in the trades right after high school. I never really thought about it. I just always wanted that next best thing, and you're always going to be chasing that next best thing. Then it's important to enjoy what you have, be grateful for what you have. It's tough, but it's important. Then I think the attitude of gratitude comes with time and patience and wisdom. And also, once you have that attitude of gratitude, it it makes everything, you take out the non-essentials that you really don't need. So if you don't need to, go out to eat this one night and you just feel like you don't want to cook, it's important to just have that self-discipline to cook. And it sounds silly, but over time it does add up. And like I said, when you're in the trades, especially in the construction trades, layoffs are huge. So when the economy goes down, you're more likely to get laid off unless you're more in like an in-house maintenance role, which I currently am. That's one reason I got out of the construction trades. As soon as I was pretty much done with my apprenticeship, I went in-house because not only is it easier on my body, but the pay is a little less, but it's still decent. In my area, Milwaukee area, it's decent money. Nothing to brag about. Like we make about, I'd say, $38 an hour, and then you have inflation raises, annual raises, but it's decent money. I'm with overtime and stuff. I gross about 80 some grand a year, which it's good. But at my old job, I was in-house at my old place before I went federal. I think I grossed, it had to be over 100, but I was way over 100. I think it was like 115, but I was working so much overtime and I was on third shift. It was killing me. My mental health went down the drain. I gained like 30 pounds. My physical health was bad. My blood pressure was high. So third shift I did that for 2 years. Now third shift is something you want to do very temporarily. I know this video is just kind of rambling on about random stuff, but I just want to make it clear that when you're in the trades, you got to just really budget your money. Having a budget, if you have a significant other or a wife or whatever, girlfriend, fiance. I have a fiance, so we try to do a budget every month, and she's a nurse, so that also helps with the income. But we both have pretty stable, steady jobs. I'm in the federal system and she's in the healthcare system. So I guess it's just, if you do a budget every month, it will become easier and easier to follow that budget. You just have to have the discipline. Every month you track your expenses. Even as simple as something, going to the grocery store, buying energy drink or whatever. It's just so important to track your expenses and know where your money's going. Because if you don't know where your money's going and you just look at your bank account at that, by that payday, and it's dwindled $300 and you don't even know where it went, that's concerning. And I was in that position. I'd spend so much money on random junk that I didn't even know what I was spending money on. But yeah, so, and I was laid off during COVID for about a month. And I actually didn't get that high unemployment that the Fed was offering, so I only got the state of Wisconsin's like $300 a week after taxes, so it's $1,200 a month. I mean, that ain't nothing. That paid my rent, and that was it. And with everything going up, it's even less. Rent is so expensive. I mean, unless you want to live in the hood or something, it's just like, you can't find any decent place for under $1,200. And mortgage rates are skyrocketing, and I get why the Fed's doing that, but it's a tough situation out there right now. And I think the trades are a good option because not many people want to go into them. Not many people are wanting to go into the trades and do the hard work. And I get it, and to a certain extent, a lot of the trades are very backbreaking. Mason, carpenter. I mean, I would personally not do that. I chose the pipe fitter route because it's a little more highly skilled, and you don't do as much of the backbreaking work like a mason or an iron worker. I mean, but if that's what you want to do, go ahead, by all means. But yeah, it's tough to decide, what you want to do straight out of high school, because I had no idea. But if you even are considering the trades, I have tons of videos on all different types of trade stuff. I have a little side mobile welding business on the side that I recently kind of been cutting down on because just haven't had the time. I'm trying to start a family and stuff, get married, and I've had my time with it, and yeah, I still do it on the side here and there, but it's more of a, excuse me. Well, I'm on a work trip right now, and I just had a class all day for a certification for learning more about commercial plumbing, but industrial, all that kind of stuff. But man, so I'm in Madison right now, and I have a beautiful view outside on the 10th floor of a hotel. So it's good fun, and I mean, it's just, if you don't know what you're gonna do out of high school, consider the trades for sure, because the trades will not only teach you a valuable skill, but if you get that education, that apprenticeship, that piece of paper that says, I'm a journeyman plumber, I'm a journeyman electrician, a journeyman pipe fitter, no one can take that away from you. The knowledge you have gained over the course of your apprenticeship and experience on the job, no one can take that away from you, and it'll be valuable forever until you retire, and even into retirement. I mean, you can teach, you can pass down your knowledge to your kids, whatever you want to do, but it's just important to realize that we need the trades in order to succeed as a nation, as a world, as a society. If we don't have these trades, men and women, then I don't know what's going to happen to the infrastructure. It's already getting pretty bad, but it's only going to get worse. And I mean, I guess it's I'm sorry, but I guess it's getting worse with not having enough people in the trades. It's good kind of for me. I mean, there's no competition, but it is what it is. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.